5. Draw and label span of woman's ovaries. Diagrammatic section. Need of description. Step 1. Diagram of ovary. A diagram of a human ovary would show the following structures. 1. Germinal epithelium, outer layer of simple cuboidal cells. 2. Tunica albuginea, dense connective tissue layer beneath the germinal epithelium. 3. Cortex, outer region containing ovarian follicles at various stages of development, primordial, primary, secondary, tertiary, Graafian follicles, and corpora lutea, albicans. 4. Medulla, inner region composed of loose connective tissue, blood vessels, nerves, and lymphatic vessels. 5. Hilum, point of entry, exit for blood vessels and nerves. 6. Ovarian ligament, connects ovary to the uterus. And 7. Suspensory ligament, connects ovary to the pelvic wall. Step 2. Description of the diagrammatic section. The diagrammatic section of the ovary illustrates the process of oogenesis and folliculogenesis. Follicles mature sequentially from primordial to Graafian stage, eventually releasing a secondary oocyte during ovulation. The remaining follicular cells form the corpus luteum, which degenerates into the corpus albicans if pregnancy does not occur. The cortex is the functional area where these events take place, while the medulla provides vascular support. Answer. The answer involves drawing and labeling a diagram of the female ovaries. Diagrammatic section and providing a description, as detailed in the steps above. 6. Explain double fertilization and trials in flowering plants. Draw diagram. Step 1. Explanation of double fertilization. Double fertilization is a complex fertilization mechanism specific to flowering plants, angiosperms. It involves two separate fusion events. 1. Syngamy, one male gamete, sperm, fuses with the female gamete, egg cell, to form a diploid zygote, math BF, 2N, which develops into the embryo. 2. Triple fusion, the other male gamete fuses with the two polar nuclei in the central cell of the embryo sac to form a triploid primary endosperm nucleus, math BF, 3N, which develops into the endosperm, food source for the embryo. Step 2. Importance, trials. The significance of double fertilization includes ensuring that the nutritive tissue, endosperm, is formed only when the egg is successfully fertilized, preventing wasted resources. Providing a robust, nutrient-rich endosperm that supports the developing embryo and seedling. Step 3. Diagram. A diagram would show a pollen tube entering the embryo sac, releasing two male gametes, one fusing with the egg and the other with the polar nuclei. Answer. The answer involves explaining the process and importance of double fertilization in flowering plants and drawing a diagram, as detailed in the steps above. 7. What is medical termination of pregnancy, MTP? What is its impacts? Step 1. Definition of MTP. Medical termination of pregnancy, MTP, or induced abortion, is the intentional termination of a pregnancy before the fetus becomes viable outside the uterus. It is performed by medical professionals under specific legal and ethical guidelines, often using medication or surgical procedures. Step 2. Impacts of MTP. The impacts of MTP are multifaceted. Positive impacts provides a safe and legal option for women in cases of unwanted pregnancies, medical necessity, risk to mother's life or fetal abnormalities, and cases of sexual assault, promoting reproductive health and autonomy. Negative impacts, risks, potential physical health risks, bleeding, infection, damage to reproductive organs, and potential psychological impacts, emotional distress, guilt, etc., especially if performed illegally or unsafely. Answer. The answer involves defining MTP and describing its various positive and negative impacts, as detailed in the steps above. 8. Write the name of any few hormones produced by placenta. Step 1. Identify hormones. The placenta is a temporary endocrine gland that produces several hormones essential for maintaining pregnancy and supporting fetal development. Key hormones include human chorionic gonadotropin, HCG, human placental lactogen, HPL, estrogens, progesterone, and relaxin. Answer. Answer. Human chorionic gonadotropin, HCG, human placental lactogen, HPL, estrogens, progesterone, and relaxin are some of the hormones produced by the placenta. 9. A pure tall, TT, pea plant crossed with pure dwarf, TT, plant of pea. What types of plants will be produced in F_1 and F_2 generation? Explain with diagrammatic sketch. Step 1. F_1 generation cross. A cross between a pure tall plant, genotype TT, and a pure dwarf plant, genotype TT, results in all offspring in the first filial, F_1, generation being heterozygous tall, genotype TT, due to the dominance of the tall allele, T. Parental cross, Math BF, TT, times TT, F_1 genotype, Math BF, TT, all, and F_1 phenotype, Math BF, tall, all. Step 2, F_2 generation cross. Self-pollination of the F_1 generation, TTXTT, produces the second filial, F_2, generation with a genotypic ratio of 1 TT, 2 TT, 1 TT and a phenotypic ratio of 3 tall, 1 dwarf. F_1 cross, Math BF, TT, times TT, F_2 genotype ratio, Math BF, 1, 2:1. TT, 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 and F_2 phenotype ratio, Math BF, 3:1. Tall, dwarf. Step 3, diagrammatic sketch. A Punnett square or a branching diagram would illustrate the gamete combinations and resulting genotypes and phenotypes for both generations. Answer. The answer involves explaining the inheritance patterns in the F_1 and F_2 generations of a monohybrid cross and drawing a diagram, as detailed in the steps above. 10. What is sex determination? Mention the sex determination in human beings. Also draw linear diagram. Step 1. Definition of sex determination. Sex determination is the biological system by which the sexual characteristics of an organism are established, often genetically, e.g., via X and Y chromosomes. Step 2. Sex determination in humans. In humans, sex is determined by a chromosomal mechanism, XY system. Females have 2 X chromosomes, XX, and males have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome, XY. 1. Females produce only X gametes. 2. Males produce both X and Y gametes in equal proportions. 3. Fusion of an X sperm with an X egg results in a female zygote, XX. And 4. Fusion of a Y sperm with an X egg results in a male zygote, XY. Step 3. Linear diagram. A linear diagram would show the parental genotypes, gamete production, and the possible offspring genotypes and phenotypes with a 50% chance for each sex. Answer. The answer involves defining sex determination, explaining the human XY system, and drawing a diagram, as detailed in the steps above. 11. In your view, what motivates youngsters to take alcohol or drugs? How can this be avoided? Step 1. Motivations for substance use. Youngsters may be motivated to use alcohol or drugs due to peer pressure, curiosity, stress relief, desire to fit in, coping with emotional problems, or exposure to substance use in family or media. Step 2. Avoidance strategies. Substance use can be avoided through strong family support, education on the risks, developing healthy coping mechanisms for stress, promoting positive peer relationships, engaging in hobbies, sports, and access to counseling services. Answer. The answer involves discussing the motivations for substance use among youngsters and proposing strategies for avoidance, as detailed in the steps above. 12. Write short notes on the following: K. Bioreactor, K. Chemical safety testing. Step 1. Bioreactor. A bioreactor is a vessel used for biological processes, such as fermentation or cell culture, in which organisms or enzymes are used to create products like pharmaceuticals, food additives, or biofuels. It provides an optimal environment for growth, temperature, pH, oxygen levels. Step 2. Chemical safety testing. Chemical safety testing involves assessing the potential hazards and risks associated with chemicals to human health and the environment. This includes toxicity testing, exposure assessment, and risk management to ensure safe use and handling of chemical substances. Answer. The answer involves providing short notes on bioreactors and chemical safety testing, as detailed in the steps above. 13. Write any 2 benefits of using genetically modified plants. Step 1. Identify benefits. Genetically modified (GM) plants offer several benefits, including 1. Increased crop yields and improved nutritional value, e.g., golden rice with vitamin A. 2. Enhanced resistance to pests and diseases, reducing the need for chemical pesticide. 3. Tolerance to herbicides, drought, and salinity, allowing crops to grow in challenging environments. And 4. Longer shelf life for produce, reducing food waste. Answer. 2 benefits of using genetically modified plants are enhanced resistance to pests and diseases and increased crop yields or improved nutritional value. 14. Write the role of peptide, C, in human insulin. Step 1. Role of C-peptide. Peptide, C, or C-peptide, connecting peptide, is a short protein segment that connects the A and B chains of proinsulin. It is removed during the maturation process to form active insulin. Role: it helps in the proper folding and formation of the correct disulfide bonds in the proinsulin molecule. It is not present in mature, functional insulin. Clinical use: C-peptide levels in the blood are measured to determine how much natural insulin the body is producing. Answer. The role of peptide, C, in human insulin is to assist in the proper folding and assembly of the proinsulin molecule. It is cleaved off to form active insulin. 15. Mention the causes of greenhouse effect. Step 1. Identify causes. The greenhouse effect is caused by the accumulation of greenhouse gases, GHGs, in the Earth's atmosphere, which trap heat. Main causes: burning of fossil fuels, coal, oil, gas, deforestation, industrial processes, agriculture, methane from livestock, nitrous oxide from fertilizer, and waste management. Key GHGs: carbon dioxide, MathBF, CO_2, methane, MathBF, CH_4, nitrous oxide, MathBF, N_2O, and fluorinated gases. Answer. The causes of the greenhouse effect include the burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, industrial processes, and agriculture, which release greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere. 15. OR. Write short note on the following: K. Radioactive wastes, Kh. CHIPCO movement. Step 1. Radioactive wastes. Radioactive wastes are byproducts that contain radioactive material. They are hazardous and must be managed carefully to protect human health and the environment. Sources: nuclear power generation, medical treatments, industrial applications, and research. Management: requires long-term storage in secure facilities or deep geological repositories due to long half-lives. Step 2. CHIPCO movement. The CHIPCO movement was a nonviolent social and ecological movement by rural villagers, particularly women, in India during the 1970s. 1. Goal: protecting trees and forests from government backlogging. 2. Method: villages hugged trees to prevent them from being cut down. And 3. Outcome: led to a moratorium on logging in the Himalayan region and raised awareness about environmental conservation. Answer. The answer involves providing short notes on radioactive wastes and the CHIPCO movement, as detailed in the steps above. 16. What is colostrum? What is its importance for newborn baby? Step 1. Definition of colostrum. Colostrum is the first form of milk produced by the mammary glands immediately following delivery of the newborn. It is dense, yellowish, and rich in nutrients and antibodies. Step 2. Importance for newborn. Colostrum is crucial for newborns because 1. It is rich in immunoglobulins, antibodies like IgG, that provide passive immunity and protect the baby from infections. 2. It acts as a mild laxative, helping the baby pass meconium, first stool, and preventing jaundice. And 3. It provides essential nutrients and growth factors vital for the baby's initial development and gut health. Answer. Colostrum is the first milk produced after birth, rich in antibodies and nutrients. It is important for the newborn baby as it provides passive immunity against infections and aids in digestion and development.